Seahawks and the Cowboys. Just ahead on EA Sports.
Just a gorgeous fall. Began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This is taken just shy of the 10. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my... He'll eat you up.
Second down at 5. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Our game here, a Thanksgiving staple in Dallas dating back to 1966. It was Tex Schramm, the Cowboys GM, who wanted to drum up a little publicity. And he drew 80,000 to the Cotton Bowl to see. He's got it, man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Looks like a 9-yard loss. So brings up 4. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and grill and come in and sit down to their feast and watch games from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Second down, here's Barkley again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Jones on third down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. The Cowboys at 8-2 on the year. And they come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game.
Jones hit and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over, trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And some room to run now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll work this down inside the 30. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Prescott now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Xavier McKinney able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. Marr able to put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And now out come the Giants. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Holding offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from...
A throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So if we recount real quick, the touchdown ball, and now comes over the second quarter. No doubt about it, he's had himself a game.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Collins. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. Who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Forced out to his left. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Prescott. Catch is made with Schultz on the out route. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And coach is always harped on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On third down, Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Prescott to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Stay on point, fellas.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal. Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught, touchdown. Wait, hold a second here, flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Marr now to add the extra point. And that'll make this 3 straight games, and lead moves to 17. Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. At the 25-yard line. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back to throw again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on third down.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. The tight end jogging with it out on the left side. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one.
And it's totally intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And a lane slow materializing there as he gets maybe a yard up to the 45. Ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Barkley inside handoff, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Holding offense.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. They'll get back to a lot of scrimmage on that side. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd-and-long situation coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. Wow, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They've certainly played up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled the because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Prescott off play action. Rolling to his right. That is caught by Lamb. Owens now to get it in past the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. All the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 2nd and 5.
Come on, boys.
On play action, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Steps away to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Here's Jamie Gilligan as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Def wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? If he gets clean confidence, he's going to turn things around.
We'll see what they do. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Come on, offense. Come on.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. Run of the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Prescott puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Being chased out left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
For both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They're still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
All right, let's control the clock here. Get out of here with the captain.
Here's Prescott. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Inside give to Elliott. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Pickup good enough to extend the drive. It's starting to look like this drive it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the off-season. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action now. Prescott. Flushed out right. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Collins trying up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cowboys look like to go back to the win as they extend their lead in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Escaping the battle, big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. There's Jamie Gilliam, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers, he brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. That's caught once again by Gallup. And they've got this down at about the 12-yard line.
I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And he'll be taken down here. They stay on the ground, but this time it's... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And who's got it? The Giants! Jones now, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Throwing, Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot These guys are not giving up anything. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the fourth. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, Prescott here to throw.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Off the play fake, Prescott.
Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. They'll throw again. Prescott flush to his right.